For over 5 centuries, we've stared at these images. We've called them masterpieces. We've called their creator a genius. But what if we've missed the real story? What if Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just painting but communicating, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for us to find? What if he was hiding messages right out in the open? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you some of the symbols he may have secretly left behind. And once you see them, you might never look at his art the same way again. The Last Supper's first clue. Our investigation starts on a dining hall wall in Milan, home to Leonardo's mural of the Last Supper. The painting freezes the chaotic moment right after Jesus announces that one of his apostles will betray him. And right away, we find our first clue. Look at how the apostles are arranged. They're not just scattered around, they're clustered in 4 distinct groups of 3. Now, one popular interpretation is that this is a nod to the Holy Trinity. Even Jesus himself at the very center forms a triangular shape, which is often used in art to suggest divinity. But it gets deeper when you look at their hands. To Jesus' right, we see Thomas with his index finger raised. Many read this as a gesture that foreshadows his famous doubt after the resurrection, when he would demand to touch Christ's wounds. And then there's Peter, lunging forward and gripping a knife. This is often seen as a hint of his violent outburst in the Garden of Gethsemane when he cuts off a soldier's ear. Leonardo isn't just painting one moment, he's weaving the past, present, and future together. The betrayer's mark. Now, let's zoom in on the man of the hour, Judas. Leonardo leaves us a few hints as to who the traitor is. First, the shadows. While many of the figures are lit, Judas is leaning back into the shadows, a visual cue that many believe signals his dark intentions. But there's one more detail that's easy to miss. Right next to Judas's elbow, he's knocked over a small salt cellar. For centuries, spilling salt has been seen as an omen of bad luck. In this context, some have suggested it could symbolize a broken covenant or the loss of faith. While the old saying to betray the salt might be more of a modern interpretation, the spilled salt is a powerful symbol of the disaster about to unfold. If you're already starting to see these paintings in a totally new light, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started, and the next clue is probably the most controversial one of all. The secret hymn. What if Leonardo hid more than just visual symbols? What if he hid a sound? This wild idea brings us to our next piece of evidence, the hidden music. In 2007, an Italian musician named Giovanni Maria Palla proposed a stunning theory. He suggested that if you draw the 5 lines of a musical staff across the painting, the loaves of bread and the apostles' hands line up to form musical notes. At first, the notes seemed random, but then Palla remembered Leonardo's famous mirror writing. When he read the notes from right to left, a 40-second melody emerged, a piece Palla himself described as a somber requiem. Now, it's really important to say that this theory is highly debated and not accepted by most mainstream art historians. Still, Leonardo was a celebrated musician. Could he have composed a secret hymn for the saddest dinner in history? It's a fascinating question. The Mona Lisa's eyes. From Milan, we head to Paris, home of the world's most famous portrait, the Mona Lisa. Her smile has been the mystery for centuries, but the real secrets might be hiding in her eyes. This leads us to our final and most contentious piece of evidence. Around 2010, an Italian researcher named Silvano Vincetti claimed that by using high-resolution images, he'd found microscopic letters and numbers painted into her eyes. In her right eye, he reported finding the letters LV, which could stand for Leonardo's initials. In the left eye, he claimed to see letters that could be B or S or maybe CE. It's crucial to point out that these claims are highly contested. Many art historians are skeptical, arguing that the marks are nothing more than tiny random cracks in the centuries-old paint known as craquelure. They aren't visible to the naked eye, and the Louvre itself has not confirmed the findings, making this theory far from proven. Still, the idea that Leonardo might have found a microscopic way to sign his work is undeniably captivating. So, from the carefully arranged apostles to the spilled salt, we've seen symbols that many interpreters agree are layered with meaning. We've also touched on more speculative theories, a hidden requiem and microscopic initials that push the boundaries of what we think we know. Did Leonardo deliberately plant a trail of clues for us to find hundreds of years later? Or are we just seeing patterns in the work of a master? One thing is for sure, Leonardo's art was never meant to be just a pretty picture. It was meant to be read. And now you know how to start. What do you think? Was Leonardo embedding secret codes, or is it all just a big coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little investigation, be sure to like and subscribe for more secrets from history.